I'm gonna wait. Give it a little bit of some time because a lot of people are at different places at this moment. Just check to see if she's still alive, who I think is still alive. Yep, she's still going. So we will wait. Hey, Lakey! I know I got my toilet paper. I was gonna wait, but I already scheduled this for 3:15, and then Marcia came on, and so I was like, crap. Hey, Linda! Hey, Nikki! How you doing? I just thought I'd come live. I haven't gone live. It's like it's like a writer's block, I would say. Wouldn't you? I mean, like it's the same thing day after. You know, everybody's affected by this. And I'm sitting here with my dog laying on the lower side of my body, right? Right. She's so good. So yeah, Marsha's live now. So I'm hoping she's got a lot of people in there too. And normally I wouldn't leave, but I already scheduled this. 2 point. Well, you know what? I went into. Oh my God, they had meats. They got a lot of stuff in. I was so happy. Hold on, Echo, turn down two. Just keep it background music. Hey, Nick Nack, what's up, sweet pea? How you doing? Mandy Hall, D Nikki, Lanky Tori, thank you guys. See you. And Linda K listening. Same old, yeah, but you know what? I would say today our grocery store for the first time looked like it actually had food. Like I was like, oh, waiting there with my all, and I got like they had a good amount of toilet paper, believe it or not. I was completely surprised. It's Groundhog's Day every day, isn't it? Right? It must be what, like, it sucks. You go to bed going, I got to do this all over again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And I had to put my jacket on because I realized my T-shirt would totally dox myself, and so I don't want to do that completely. Although this says, everybody knows I live in New Jersey, so I have everything from like around New Jersey in here. It's so funny because I'm looking over at Marsh's. I'm actually kind of looking at both right now. Which, oh, I'm sorry, which shopping center did you go to? Somewhere in a place near myself. Um, it was a store that's normally not that crowded. That's where I've done most of my food shopping for the past couple of weeks, or my husband's gone. But it's been like the amount of people who have COVID in this area is kind of freaky. And for someone who does have a suppressed immune system, it freaks me out slightly. Now, I'm not going to let it get freak me out to the point where I can't be around people. That I can't do that. I don't think so. Like, I haven't really gone up that far to where all those, like, we just try to stay local. But I think Target's open. I'm pretty sure. Target is closed. No, I think Target is open. I'm pretty sure because my friend was just even saying that when Easter rolled around, because I was worried about Easter candy, and she was like, "Oh, you could get it from Target. They do like pull up right there, and they'll just drop it in your car." And we have a Wegmans that is right by there too. This this has been like the most craziest of times. Like I thought like the craziest day of my life was 9/11, and it still ranks up there. This whole thing goes down. And I had my friend over the other day, and we were sitting in my yard. We were sitting 6 feet apart, enjoying some lemon drop martinis on Sunday, and we were sitting, we were talking. It's like we went out the Wednesday before everything got really, really bad. We went out. I can't believe I miss working. D Nikki, I get it. I miss working. I never thought I'd miss working. I can't. I would rather hate going to a job than do this every single day. I'm not a teacher. I'm really not a teacher. So I'm not a good stay-at-home mom teacher person. I hear you. I get the feeling. Like I guess it was the other day I was feeling extremely defeated. Just like this is one, whatever this is, and this gray gloom that is hanging over my head has won. And that's how I felt the other day. I don't feel that way today, but I felt that way a couple of days ago. And there are going to be days, and I would say it was yesterday. It wasn't even any, it was yesterday. So yesterday I was feeling really down. I used to work in radio, and my God, every day that goes by, I miss that job. With my life, I miss that job. So much fun. And not only that, that's why I got into communications to begin with. Um, I'm just done. I'm wishing, I just, I understand, we have to do this the right way. We have to get back to life in a orderly and a safe way. I don't know about y'all, but I'm really not bitching. But have you ever tried wearing those things, those masks? Like, where's the one that I have? Oh, here it is. This is what I wore out today. My husband got me this. Okay, so it's like one of these. You don't ever have to worry about wearing lipstick anymore either with these. So I wore this. It worked. But I'll tell you, as this goes on, how long is it going to be before these become such a problem because you can't tell what somebody looks like? That's going to be a big problem, right? Don't you think? Like when we start getting back to real life and people start doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and then they're covered by a mask and they can't identify them because their mask was covered? Oh, see, Lanky Tour, yeah. I only put a little bit of eye makeup during the day. Like I have a little bit, very, very, very little on right now. But I have my whole face covered. But you wouldn't know. Since I've been watching M's Coffee Convos, I literally pack it on through here, like she taught me to. And that has worked for me. Tell us what's going to wonder if the person before them is a customer in a mask or are they getting held up, right? That's my concern. There's no way of telling who's a good guy, who's a bad guy. No point. I get that, but you know what? I have a couple of dark spots, so I hate them. They're the one things I'm kind of more self-conscious about because I'm really not self-conscious about aging, but I do not like getting dark spots. No, not at all. Hey, Three Souls, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. I just wanted to come in and say hi to everybody, and there are some people who are still live and talking about a lot of crap that's going on in the YouTube universe. God, no, it's a lot of crap. It's a lot of crap. Um, I won't watch it. I have to be honest when I tell you I won't watch the stuff that will, I don't know, make you popular, I guess as they think on YouTube, or um, a part of the crowd, or doing what everybody else does. I don't agree with anything that's going on. I don't what there are certain people I just am not subscribed to, and you will not see me in these people's lives. I don't hate them. I have nothing against them. I don't know them. I don't do exactly, Mandy Hall. A lot of people don't do drama, and people are getting pretty disgusting with their drama on here, Mandy. It's it stinks. It's it's so wrong on so many levels, levels. It's annoying. It's annoying to see people continuously harass one person, or this person will continuously go back and harass the other person. All of it is just so wrong. I think we just got to figure out a way to coexist on this dimension because I don't get it. I don't get any of this stuff. Like I did this stuff in 7th and 8th grade where you had to pick one side or the other, and if you weren't friends with the one side, you weren't cool or popular. Um, that that ideology and mindset should have dropped when when we hit high school. I thought, um, but I do understand. I do understand the YouTube paranoia. I do. I do understand the YouTube paranoia. Even though I don't do anything, I do understand it. It's a real thing. It's childish. It is childish. I definitely don't do drama. Never will. Linda Kay, That's why I've always liked Linda Kay listening. I have, see, my problem is more is that I have friends who are in it, people who I really care about, and then they kind of get pulled into it. And yeah, you could stop yourself and prevent yourself from going into things, but am I going to stop? I don't know. I don't know what the right thing and the wrong thing to do. All I know is how I know how I conduct myself on this platform, and I will continue to conduct myself this way on this platform, and I'm not going to change because this is the way I am. So there's a lot of people who like to taunt people on here, and I'm just never going to take the bait. Just never going to take the bait. That's how it keeps going. So that's why I won't do it. But I do have people, who feel the need to stand up for themselves. I get that at the same time. God knows I felt that way at times. And take a deep breath and go that this doesn't mean that much. This means nothing in my life. And move on. I mean, literally, that's what I do. I have to. Because there are times, man, I could be the, don't get, I hate you, go to hell, mother. No, I don't. It's very easy to do, though. But I I have two children that I need to be a model for. If I gave into that, what kind of model would I be for my kids? Especially two girls who are growing up in nothing but drama. One's 13, she's in the height of her drama in her life, and one who hasn't even entered hers. So I got to show them how to not entertain it, and that it'll go away. I hope it'll go away. Yeah, exactly. Three souls. I totally agree. But I do get that there are some people who try to stand up for what's right. And I appreciate those people who try to stand up for what's right. I said the same exact thing, Lanky Tor. We lost all of our soap operas, so we created a new one. We lost all my children. One like to live in, General Hospital's still around. But I don't know. Does anybody even still watch General Hospital? But yes, this is the real life soap operas. I totally agree with you there. I said that to myself the other day. Like, it's exactly what this is. We got rid of our soap operas, so people decided to manufacture their drama on YouTube to make money. Good thought. I wouldn't do it, but it's a good thought. It's probably a good way of making money. Some people have made a lot of money at doing it. Erica Kane. Who is the Erica Kane of YouTube? Oh my God. I didn't even think about that. Like, Erica Kane. Erica Kane was amazing. I loved All My Children and One Life to Live. I loved those soap operas. But it's so funny. Like, it's not funny. I should say, take this back because there are people who are suffering behind the scenes, believe it or not, from all this crap. And it's disgusting. It's wrong. It's just wrong. Nobody should be threatening anybody outside of a social media. Coronation Street. I used to watch that one. I believed it's still going. Oh, Michelle P. I wonder what state are you? I've never heard of that one, so that's got to be something from another different country. I do watch Wentworth though. Wentworth is good. Billy Clyde on all my. Who remembers Billy Clyde? Which one was Billy Clyde? There were so many of them. There were so many different, and you probably say it, and if I can remember, I used to watch All My Children, so I would know. And I watched One Life to Live, and I watched General Hospital. You go in and out, like, and then I used to, when I was in high school, I watched Days of Our Lives. Still see that one Patch guy is still on there. I'm like, he's still here. He's still here. That guy's had a long lasting job. Guy with the patch on One Days of Our Lives. Man, Adam Chandler. Man, that man lived forever. The guy who was Adam Chandler. Yeah, I remember Adam Chandler too. That guy lived forever. And even as an old guy, even for like an older guy, he was a pretty handsome dude. I would say so. And he was on that show for an awfully long time. And so was Erica Kane, otherwise known as, why can't I think of her name off the top of my head? Damn it. Damn it, man. I see her. Tiny, little. Yes, but when I see her, I see Erica Kane. I don't see. Oh my God. Please, someone give me your name. I gotta go look. Susan Lucci. Thank you, Lanky Tor. It's like, someone please give it to me. It's gonna be driving me nuts and batty. Yeah, Susan Lucci. And she's still beautiful. She is still stunning to this very day. My mom used to be like, the only way you could tell her age was by her neck. Hi. You saying hi to people? Look, you saying hi? You saying hi? Hello? Hello? This is my dog, Gypsy. Hi, Gypsy. Yes, that's my dog. She's waiting for her daddy to come home. He'll be home in about an hour. She's tiny. Oh, she's not tiny. Oh, Susan Lucci is tiny. Yes, she is. She is very, very tiny. This one is not tiny. She's 70 pounds. Yeah, she. Of course, if you're a soap opera, where's to be the next best place to go? Lifetime, or Bravo, or TLC. One of the three, right? I mean, I admit it. I am a huge 90 Day Fiance fan, knowing that they manipulate that show beyond belief. Because I was on a TLC dating show. They manipulate all those shows, and I'm aware of that. I mean, even if you listen to some of the people who worked for TLC, such as lately, you've been hearing a lot from eight Bill. What's his name? Some Kate plus eight. Wow, I'm losing my brain. Was it Will? Will and Kate plus eight? What's his name? Damn it! Now here we go again. Um, Come on. Oh my God. Will and Kate. I thought so. Will and Kate. John and Kate plus eight. It's John. John and Kate plus eight. Thank you. John. John, the way he describes how he was treated from TLC, not surprised. Not surprised. TLC are like, they can be evil. They really can be. Yeah, Will and Kate are the prince and princess. John and Kate plus eight was the reality show that was on. Phoebe and Langley. What is Phoebe and Langley? I never even heard that. I don't know anything. Oh yeah, Lanky where they got divorced. Whoo, nobody can be married to that woman. No. That woman's awful. They didn't live far from where I lived at the time. And I always heard of people who ran into them in Walmart and things like that. But she was awful. And then when she went on Dancing with the Stars, and even her dance partner's like, she's awful. Anyone who's ever dealt with that woman is like, she's awful. You can tell. That's an easily. You can see right through that woman, and that she's all about the money. Kate is a kind of a whack. Yeah, she really is. And yeah, yeah, yeah. And John's like the most normal of them all. That's why I like him. He's the most normal. See, it's what, 3:30. I got my White Claw. They're like drinking water anyway. There's like nothing in them. Mm. Two of the kids, Two of the kids live with the father, and the mother won't talk to either one of the kids. From what I heard from him. Does that mean it's true? I do not know. But that's what John says. She's a wretched woman, from what I hear. From what I hear, rumor has that she is a very wretched woman. She's not a nice person. I don't think she's someone that you would want. I mean, what was it? I think it was on the Today Show. And when she was on the Today Show, hold on. Echo, turn up. This is obviously, as you can, there it is, Dave Matthews Band, my favorite band in the world. And you can play their music and they don't get pissed off. They don't look for copyright stuff. That's why I'll always have Dave Matthews Band in the background because I know I'm clear, so I'm not trying to make stuff with that. Hold on. Echo, turn down 2, just so I don't get completely. Did you see Jodi Arias' new Yes Lanky tour? Thank you, Carla. Because of her, I saw it. She looks exactly the same. She hasn't changed, which is kind of, I guess. See what's going on in the world, and not only that, like I don't even want to watch like the COVID updates anymore. Even those have me feeling kind of freaked out. I don't care for it. Um, it's like there's only so much you can do as a human being, as one human being, that an overload of information is all going to make us a bunch of skittish anxiety freaks if we allow it to. It's easy to do. Mm. So that's the only thing with the whole stuff that goes on with the COVID. It's just, when you have a suppressed immune system, you do everything you can. Now, I have to go to the store. I got to buy food for my kids. And, there's some things. All right, go Linky Tour. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out with me. You didn't have to. You could be someplace else, but you're here. So I appreciate that. So thank you. I do. Um, I'm just having some White Claws for the afternoon. I was out. Thankfully, like, the food store was way better than I thought it was going to be. And I'm like, oh, I said to the guy, he's like, what's the matter? I'm like, there's food. He's like, there's meat. We haven't had meat in weeks. So there was quite a bit of meats and foods, and we already had plenty of meats. My mother-in-law went to Costco and bought us a bunch because she's trying not to make me go out of the house as much as possible, same as my mom, because of my uh, immune system. And it's scary. It can be scary. But sitting here just petting my little puppy dog. It was funny. I was just on, if you know who Blue Topaz is, she and Kiwi were just on, and we were talking about bats. And I was telling her, I'm like, oh my God, I could tell you a story about bats. I came face to face with a bat. It was probably one of the scariest things because I'm very freaked out by bats. Very, very, very freaked out by bats. And so my my oldest daughter, she was probably about 4 or 5 at the time, maybe. She's in her room, and I hear this coming from her window. What the hell is that sound? And her window was already open because it was September. And I looked up, I could see the face staring right into my eyes of a bat, going, screaming in my face. But we did have, thankfully, a screen in between the two of us. I screamed, I'm like, to my husband, I'm like, we have bats! We have bats! They're coming out of the house! We had like, I was putting it nicely on her channel. We had like, I'd say like 40 bats. But honestly, in the end, on the first night, I would say we probably had close to 70. There's a lot of bats living in my attic. But you would never know it. Living in my upstairs room with the attic right above it, you can't hear them. You can't hear them at all. I had people go up in there. You couldn't see them either. So I had no idea where they were storing themselves up there. They were storing themselves to a place where my husband used to be able to go up there, get our Christmas decorations and do stuff like that. I'm not planning a long drive this Saturday to the Woodbury Commons, but I know that they are closed, but the drive is mind soothing. Oh, anything right now is mind soothing. I mean, I just this completely, yeah, Groundhog Day over and over again. It's annoying. It's a lot. It's more than I feel like dealing with. And, like I decided to go live today, because I haven't gone live. I haven't gone live unless, I had somebody with me, or, I had something planned out in advance somewhat. I've actually been more like a panel whore, honestly. I've been on everybody's panel just having fun. My son is in Blackwood. Okay. Oh, you can hear them and see them at night, but when they're in my house, I couldn't hear them and see them. That was the one thing that was going to freak me out. What are you doing? All right, bye. Bye. Go. Go. She's sitting here like stretched out in one area so she can keep her feet on the couch. We have a lot of bats, but if you don't, we protected our house by we got these. I guess they weren't traps, but they trapped them out of my house because they are an endangered species, and you cannot just take them, kill them, or move them that easily. So when they came out, there were so many parts of our house that I didn't know because we had just bought it at that time. That's all you need is like a place about that big, and the bat can slip in because all they gotta do is get their head through. They can get the rest of their body through very easily. I found out a lot about bats that week. Whoa, whoa, it's nasty, and just to look that thing in the face, going, I freaked out. I freaked out. I couldn't even watch them coming out of the house. It just skeeved me out so badly. Um, but yeah, thankfully, fortunately now, we don't have any. That was a few years back, and it was crazy because we hired this guy. Like, how are you gonna get rid of bats? We didn't know. I never got rid of bats before. So both my next door neighbors, both had bats inside their house, to the point where they had to go and get boxes and try to catch them with the boxes. Um, my husband actually helped my one next door neighbor try to get it out of her. It was in her basement. I said to her, "How do you get a bat in your basement? Normally they'd be up high, not low." And she's like, I don't know. And she left her back door. We have like these back doors. We all have like the same house. We live in townhomes. And she had her back door, and sometimes they can fly in during the day, not noticing when your back door is open. And I've never seen that. Never seen. They can all, yes, they can carry rabies. We also just found a skunk here not too long ago. They can carry rabies, but he's definitely not a rabid skunk. He's just like too happy-go-lucky to be walking around, to the point where my kids kind of almost came face to face with the skunk, and the skunk's like, nah, 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 didn't care, kept walking along. They were like, oh. But I had said to my husband, I'm like, I haven't seen the skunk, and this sucker's that big. He's huge. He's really big. And I said, I haven't seen the skunk. And he's like, I haven't seen the skunk either. And he walks the dog at night, so he always sees the skunk. He's like, I think somebody might have came and taken the skunk in a cage. And that's what I was hoping for. I was hoping for animal control to come out. They're like, oh, we're not free. I'm like, animal control is not free? You ain't getting none of my toilet paper. All that toilet paper I got now, ooh, ooh, I'm set. I was like, oh, I was like in shock that there was toilet paper in the aisle today. Just completely shocked. That was awesome. Whoever thought you'd get so excited for toilet paper, right? Toilet paper. Oh my, look at Mary. I've already started. White Claw. Already ready for my White Claws. Stop and Shop. Your version of Giant. We have Stop and Shop. Oh, we have the robot. Even the the store robot that they have had a mask on, which I kind of found funny. If I can find it. Here it is. All right. His name is, believe it or not, he does have a name. His name is Marty. And Marty is the robot inside. And look, he's got a American mask or the flag as his mask around his face. And he's the pain in the ass that goes around our robot going beep, beep, beep. I hate that thing. I really do. But at least he's got to wear a mask too. Ugh, and the thing is you can't tell whether people are, you can always tell by the eyes whether somebody's mad, worried, anxious, happy. Even their eyes are like this or like this. It's so funny. Yeah, but they're not just to clean up spills. They're annoying as all get out. I hate those things. They're like it's weird that we actually do have robots working beside us. It's really weird. Is Marcia still on, Mary? And yeah, I'm on StreamYard, so it's gonna take a while for her to. I could easily just look to see if Marcia's still on. Is Marcia still on? Marcia, Marcia, Marcia. No, Marcia's off. I hated going live when Marcia was still on. Hey, Smokey! I look very pretty today. Oh, she just went off. Okay. Um, thanks. I didn't do anything except I had a little bit of makeup to my face. That was it. Oh, I start with my White Claw. I love White Claws. It's like you can get just like a nice little buzz as it goes through. You don't have to worry about like having too much. It's like you can't overdo it on the White Claws. Hi, Carla. We were just talking about you. I figured some of you might pop on later. It's so good to see everybody. I know I haven't gone live in forever. But as I was saying, I went to the store today. I scored some toilet paper. I was not planning on scoring toilet paper. But there was more toilet paper than I thought. They had maybe some 12 roll packs. They had some 16 roll packs. They had some, I can't believe I'm sitting here telling you and the excitement I had over finding toilet paper. What does it come to? That you're so excited over toilet paper. Don't say I'm glowing, Smokey, because I'm not glowing, because normally you're glowing when you're pregnant, and I'm not pregnant. I like making people feel confident and good about themselves. You do, Smokey. You make a lot of people feel good and confident about themselves. Oh, thanks, Carla. I don't really do anything. You know what? If anybody feels like coming up, I mean, by all means. I'm honestly, wanted to come on here because I haven't done this in a while. It's time that I get back to doing this a little bit more. But with my kids doing the schoolwork and stuff and not knowing how long we have. And by the way, I will make you show your face because I'm not getting porned. I will not get porned. Oh, and I obviously did my whole thing. I got the little sticker in the corner. I'm like, what's the best sticker to describe me? Dave Matthews Band. Yeah, that's it. And then, of course, eat, drink, be merry. Eat, drink, and be merry. Well, you're fancy. I'm not fancy. I'm not fancy at all. Um, but I do enjoy coming on here. I do enjoy talking. I do enjoy, you know, fun. I love having fun. I was on here this every time I've been on, when I've been on with either Whiskey Gypsy or Smokey or Carla or The Farm and Miss Murder and Simon, like you guys make it fun. You make it easy to come up on panel. You make it enjoyable to come here. So for that, I thank you. Oh, and Jenny Jen Jen. I love Jenny Jen Jen too. I love their freaking the polls that they do each week. Love them or hate them. Come on, they're freaking funny. That's all you gotta say. I need a sticker work. Well, that just kind of popped up, Smokey. I'm like, well, duh, that kind of does sum me up. Inspired John. And you said you're like Ginger Lax was in rare form, or was she? No, not really. I mean, I might have been feeling no pain, but at the same time, that's kind of how I always am. I'm kind of like if I'm around a bunch of people, like I'm a goof off. I'm such a goof. Makes you fancy is wow, you have no toilet. Oh, exactly. Party in the house. There's already a party going. My dog can't walk around the house. If anybody's walking outside the house, the dog like. "Arr." So yeah, I just wanted to come on, say hi to everybody, make sure everybody's feeling good, staying healthy. If everybody's got their masks, because well, at least here in New Jersey, you have to wear a mask anytime you leave the house. We can go out, like we take the dog for a walk, we don't wear one. But if you go to any public place, you have to have a mask on 24/7. So I'm glad my husband got me this neck thing because that's my friend made these. Let me see. They're great, but they're just really hard to keep on. Are these? And then you have to tie it like this and then like this. Oh, look, I have a friend here. Show yourself. Carla, is that you? Oh, Carla. Is that you? I can't see anything. Carla, just type in the chat if that is you or not. Because I've not trusted it. Because it's blank. And I don't trust completely blank. I don't trust anything. And I haven't seen Carla come on. Yeah. Unless you prove it, I don't believe you're Carla. Oh, it is you. It better be
Hey,
you.
yes, it's me. But my camera was turned around and I didn't know how to turn it back around.
Oh my God. Here, because I'll make you
Sorry,
start
I'm
to
sorry.
echo.
I was,
It's
I
so
had,
funny. Because that's my YouTube paranoia setting in.
yes, I know, mine is too. I
Like,
made
nope.
Simon do it.
Hold on. Ready?
Sorry.
Can I hear you?
Made Simon do that. I just thought yeah, I can hear you. Oh,
Okay.
now I can't hear you. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Now
Can
you
you hear me?
can't?
Oh, I can hear
I can
you.
hear
You
you.
hear me? Yeah.
Okay.
No, I understand, but I didn't know how to turn my camera around on here. I was like, oh, I have to get back on
All you gotta
YouTube
do
and
is
tell her
flip it
it's me.
around.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
but
is it Carla?
yes, it was
Like, you
me.
prove
That's
me it's
me.
Carla, or you do
Yeah, it's me. It's me.
begging to come
Sorry.
up here or
I
anything.
just thought
Anybody can
you're
come
always
up.
on my panel, so I'll jump up for a minute.
Oh, just because that's it doesn't. I just feel comfortable there.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
especially
I
when I'm
hope
waking
so.
up in the morning and you're like, come on. I'm like, I haven't even formed a word
Well,
yet.
we actually had fun today playing that same game we
Yeah.
played the other night. So it was fun. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if everybody liked it, but everybody seemed to be playing along in the chat. So it was kind of like it
I had
is a fun
fun.
game.
I had
Yeah,
fun,
I love that too.
and then I went to Jen's, and I had more fun.
Right.
I had a lot of fun Sunday
Yeah, and
night.
then I did too, but I fell asleep during Jen.
Oh,
I fell asleep. I was listening and I don't think I got the results of all
don't
the
ask me how, but I fell asleep during what happened the other night with Sarah Smiles and Molly Golightly.
well, I didn't see what happened there. I heard a little bit, but I didn't
I
like
fell as I said I said to Marielle, like, how the hell did I fall asleep during that? And she's like, I don't know. I think it was her I told.
I don't even think because Mario came up on my panel the next morning and gave me kind of a little recap about Molly's friend, but she didn't really go into like any detail about what I guess her and Sarah had some kind of conflict, but she really didn't talk about
I
that.
don't
So I
know.
really
To me, and I'm just going to be honest, and I have nothing against Sarah or Molly. I like them both, but I don't understand what was going on with Sarah. But she was pissed off from before I fell asleep. It sounded like she was pissed off about something because she wasn't getting the attention from Marissa as a friend that she felt that she was
normally
getting.
does.
Right. Or that
Yeah,
somebody else might. So
right.
that's all I got from it, and I think her feelings were hurt. I don't know why. I don't know how. I wasn't involved, but I was listening, and I was like, "There's no way." I must have been really tired to fall asleep through
Right.
that.
And some
Yeah.
people, I can understand some people get upset about that if they're used to going up on panel and stuff. And then you kind of, because I've had people say, did you see me in the chat? Did you see me? You didn't say hello. And I'm like, I don't always see every single comment sometimes, especially if there's like,
No,
if there's like
I
over
don't
a
see
hundred,
half. I don't see
if
half.
there's over 100 people in the chat,
I
like
don't
I
ever
will
have a
miss,
100 people
but there has been like 150 people in there. And sometimes,
in yours.
because a lot of
Yeah.
people go in there just when they're getting ready for work. And sometimes, here's the thing with StreamYard. This is what it does to me sometimes. It'll spit up like 20 comments at once. Like it
Hmm.
will like kind of stall and then it'll spit up a bunch of comments. Well,
It
unless
does
I
that.
scroll back and look at every single comment, then I'll miss comments.
You'll
So
have
like it,
no, but then you'll have no life to Carla if that's what you
well,
do.
then you can't really talk like and plus if you have people on your panel and they're talking, you don't want to interrupt them every 5 seconds and read out comments. You know what I mean? Like I
No.
try if someone comes in to say
And
because I'm on camera.
you handle your chat very well.
Well, I try,
You do.
but there's always someone that because
Not
it's
every comment
usually
can be
someone.
read.
Not
Not every
everyone can be
comment can
read.
be read.
No, no,
It can't.
you try, and you try to at least acknowledge. Someone comes in and says hello, like I'll try to wave. Like I hope they realize I'm waving when they're saying
Right.
hello, because
Right.
especially if someone's talking, you don't want to interrupt them while they're talking.
Absolutely. And
And
I get that. I get that. I totally get
yeah,
that.
but
Without a
some people get their little noses
no,
out of
because
joint.
well, then either A, they've never done this themselves and they have no idea. But I think now that everybody has done Zoom and been on Zoom meetings with people, I think people are starting to, like to slightly
To get
understand what
it
we deal with on a daily basis.
right, yeah, because it's kind of it is hard. First of all, it's hard even when you have maybe even just 50 in your chat to read every single comment. You know what I mean? You
I
try.
don't read every single comment. I don't.
Yeah, you
It
try.
hasn't I try to acknowledge every comment. I don't
Right,
necessarily read everyone out.
right.
Um, because God only knows what you're going to find in the chat.
Well, and someone gave me this advice too, because I would try to when it was really small, I would read out like every single comment that I could. Well, sometimes I would read out a comment that was like inappropriate because I would just read it out without like really reading it, understanding what I was reading.
Uh-huh.
So someone said, you should read the comments first before like look
Yeah, you
and
should read it
understand what
before
you're
you
reading.
actually verbally
Yeah.
read it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because then someone's going to get, and one time I
So and
read
so
something.
is a bitch.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, Clary came in and read something up that happened between her and Laura. And Laura jumped in my chat and was like, you are a effing liar and blah, blah, blah. But all I was doing was reading a comment from someone else that had an experience with her. And she was like, you're a effing liar. I never said that
Oh
to
my
you, or that never
God.
happened. I'm like, oh my God. I was reading a
Carla,
comment.
hey Carla, if I ever get
Yeah,
like that, please shoot me. Just
yeah,
do
really.
something,
But that,
smother me,
oh my
something.
God.
Because if I get that crazy over YouTube, I need something needs to
Right.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah. But that was like, so then I kind of, after that, I kind of like, then I started saying, I would start reading Smokey, like I would say, Smokey says this and this. I got to resume work duties. See you in a bit. You know what I mean? Then, and
Oh
then,
yeah.
and then I got to be too much. And I was like, says Simon or says Ginger Lock Mom. And I just like, whatever.
You can't
And
worry
then
about it all.
you got
It
to be
is.
damned if you do and damned if you don't anyway. So
You
it is what it
cannot
is.
please them all the
And
time.
you never are.
No, 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 no. Once you go
Look at
there,
Marcia. Like Marcia goes up. And Marcia's an honest lady. She goes up and she's called a liar. So I don't feel so bad.
mm-mm,
Like
mm-mm. You got,
it doesn't matter.
and I think because like when I started my channel, um, I knew you when I started my channel. I
Hmm.
knew quite a few people when I started, but I knew Marissa, and I
Hmm.
knew what Marissa dealt with. Now,
Right.
but did Marissa know that brought in the views? Yeah, she did. She wasn't stupid. She knows what brings
Hmm.
the views and what doesn't bring the views. But she
Hmm.
knows what she physically can take and what she physically can't take. I couldn't
Right.
take the constant negativeness of drama
Oh,
because I think it would eat at me because I am a people pleaser. At least I
Mhm.
used to be. I was very much a people pleaser, tried to make everybody happy all the time. But when I flat out learned that you cannot do that 24/7, you cannot make everybody happy all
And
the
it won't
time.
happen. It will never.
Right.
It
And
won't
I know
happen.
that I'm harder on myself than anybody else would be. So I take the ideology of this is seventh and eighth grade dramatics, I would say, and I'm
Mhm.
not going to entertain it.
Right.
Except like,
And
like the discussion you and I are having right now. I would have this kind of discussion, but I'm not afraid to. I'm not about to say, where yeah, there was a while there I was afraid to say anything because I'm
mhm.
so afraid someone's going to target who nobody knows who's going to be targeted. But
Mhm.
I try not to throw. I don't throw shit.
Right.
If I don't throw it,
I
I
am.
don't expect it back. But that's stupid. That is stupid of me
Right.
not to expect that. I do expect it even though I don't throw it because of just who I'm associated with. And that's okay
What
with me.
and you know what bothers me more than what's thrown at
Hey,
me? And
Ems.
I
Ems just
am.
came.
What bothers me more than what's thrown at me is when people are just mean for the sake of being mean to other
That's
people.
half of YouTube.
I know, but I don't get it. I really don't.
There are
Like,
people who are
what do people
extremely unhappy.
I
They're just
I
people who
judge
are
you
unhappy.
on M says I judge you on you, not who you're associated with. Exactly, and that's what the
Exactly.
way it
And
should be.
unfortunately, Ems, that's not the way it is on
Yeah, it
YouTube,
isn't.
as well as we all know. You are associated by who you keep company with. And not necessarily that the person that everybody sees on YouTube is exactly the person that you get off of YouTube. Sometimes it's
Right.
maybe not necessarily character, but maybe them to another level. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We're
And
all
I
normal
betcha
people
a
for the
lot
most
of
part.
times I would think if we all met, like, in person, how many of these people that we say we dislike would we
We
actually
probably look at each
stop
other
a
and
second
laugh.
and say, "How stupid are we?"
Stupid.
Like, "What was this all about?" You know what I mean?
Money.
Like,
It's always, always, always about
"Your
money.
heart is huge. You are a good person." "Yes, you are." Ginger Log's mom.
Oh, me?
Definitely.
I thought she was talking to you.
No, I think she's talking to you.
I thought she was talking
I thought she was talking to
to
you.
you.
She's talking to you.
Look,
No, but
I try to treat people the way I want to be treated. That's the only way. That's how I treat people.
yeah,
I don't
and
treat people
I'm trying to take your advice by just like
not
today, as
watching.
soon as I logged in today, there was a real nasty troll name in Amanda Lynn's name, and the only thing I didn't really acknowledge it. I just deleted it, and I was more pissed off because it was so nasty towards her than I was that you know
It was
that
geared
it
towards
they
you.
said what they said to me about being a pig or whatever. I don't know what exactly what it was,
Okay, just look at that person
but that's what I said.
creating
How
that account
pathetic
with Amanda's name,
to
with
come
all
into
the
my
anger,
chat.
just to think that they're being sly and funny, or just a miserable human being. It's
Like,
one or the
and
other.
too, and I think to myself, like it started like when went on, like it was like 7:30 in the morning, and I'm thinking to myself, who gets up at 7:30 in the morning to make a nasty troll account to go into my chat, which is,
Maybe they
just
do it
kind of
the
like,
night before and at least
I
think about
think
it the night
like
before.
set the alarm to come
But
in and just
that's
like
like, all right,
be
Cardinals
nasty.
going on at 7. I'm gonna be
That might
there.
like
Wake
Laura
up,
would say, that speaks of
cup of coffee,
volume.
time to troll. Woo-hoo. I don't get it. No, I think it's ridiculous. I mean,
Aw,
I
Em,
don't.
thank you so
Oh,
much.
and
I was so
Emson is an
proud of
amazing person, and I've always known that from the very beginning since I've watched her.
yeah, I've
I've
started
always
watching.
liked her, even
I think
though.
Em and you were like two of the first creators that I watched on YouTube. Like I just liked you both instantly.
I
Um,
liked Ems instantly too because she reminded me of someone I knew, and everything else that she says, I'm like, oh my god, like we were so meant to meet and talk because we
yeah,
have so much in common. But
Right.
then again, like I said, you get judged by who you talk to, and whether you know what the person is not or not or is like or not, you still judge them. Not
Well,
my
I try
problem.
not to like judge everybody. Like I'm trying not to do that.
I'm
Like
I'm
I
not even
have,
talking about you. I'm just talking about certain people in general.
yeah, I know. I know. But and then and when she started coming in my chat, I'm like, why is this like, because I thought she's like, like, why would anybody want to come in my chat? Because she was coming in my
Why
chat when there was
not?
like
I
10
enjoy
people.
your
Well,
chat.
yeah, no, I know, but I'm thinking, why would they want to come in my chat? Because I do nothing. Like, I don't have, like, I don't make fancy videos and I don't do true crime really. It's just like coffee
So
chit chat.
you make it a place that most of us obviously feel comfortable because we voice our opinions, we jump up on panel, we laugh, we have a good time.
Yeah, and I
Why?
like
Because
it.
that's what we like about it. You give us that space to have that. That space isn't
Yeah.
given to us a lot.
And I like letting people like because I watch the chat sometimes when you guys are talking, like when people are talking on panel, and I watch the chat and they're talking as much to each other. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like, and I
yeah.
like that. I really enjoy that. And I go into chats sometimes, and this is honestly, I mean, nothing against creators, but sometimes I'll go into certain chats and just want to say hello to people that I see around YouTube. Like, nothing against the creator,
No,
but
I know what you mean, but like say, so you like the creator, but the creator's not necessarily talking about a topic that you like.
yeah,
And you go,
right.
oh, there's M's Coffee
Yeah,
Cup. Hi, M's. Oh,
yep,
Carla Murray's here. Hello, Carla.
yep.
And then there are actually creators that'll go, that is not what we were talking about. That is not what we were saying. You only talk
No,
about what we talk about. Like,
yeah, no, no, no.
okay, bye bye. I'm out.
Yeah, really. Yeah, see you later. No, I like that
First
people
and
engage
last
in.
time I'll be in here.
And people do talk to each other in there. And like a lot of people
I think
even
it's
just come
great.
in the morning, and Ems did that when she was working, would come in the morning when she was getting ready for work, and I
I
would think that is
remember.
so cool. And she would be just listening
Hmm.
and really not, she wouldn't be able to talk, chat, like
But
type
she
a
was
lot
still
in
here.
chat, but she was there and she would tell me, "I'm
And
here,
we
but I'm
knew she
getting
was
ready
there.
for work." And we knew she was there,
I was
but
getting my
yeah,
kids ready for school.
right. So,
Now we're not
yeah.
doing either.
Yeah, every day.
It's so
But yeah, I
crazy how
know.
1 month has changed our lives so drastically.
Oh, God, isn't it? Well, it's going on after this week. It'll be going on 6 weeks.
Oh my God.
This is the
I can
fifth week
remember
for
looking
me.
at these kids during my daughter's play, and their play was getting canceled the night of the opening act. They opened and closed in the same night. So they were like, at least you guys have that. But see, they didn't, anybody who bought tickets got all their money back.
Wasn't that the Frozen concert that they were
Yeah,
going to do Frozen? I
yeah.
remember that.
It was so good. I cried so hard for
No.
the kids and for the director, for like the teachers who put so much time and effort. And not that I'm saying that, like, I know what gets involved in proms and things like that aren't
Hmm.
going to happen. There's a lot of things. But that was like the first thing to see kids just break down and go, this isn't fair. No, it's
No,
not.
it's
We've never
not.
seen anything like this before.
Nope.
And I
Hopefully we
sat
won't.
there and I cried. I didn't know a lot of these kids. I just met a lot of these kids, and I've
Hmm.
grown very attached to some of them very quickly. It's very easy to. And
Yeah.
all they wanted to do was perform, and they're still hoping. They still are holding out hope that maybe
Right.
one day that they might be able to again. I'm like, then you gotta do, everything all over again. And but there's still props and everything that's never been used, so maybe they can do it in the summer. I don't know. Who knows? We don't know what the world's going to bring within the next 2 to 3 months at all.
No,
And
it seems to change every day. Like,
it's
who
so
knows what's
weird,
going on?
so weird. Like,
Like,
you
I
know,
even said to my husband, like, because he's still working, but I said to him, "Well, what's the future going to be like for your company?" And he goes, "Nobody knows. Like,
nobody knows what the
nobody can
future's going to be
really
like. Period.
predict what's going to happen. There's all these concerts that have been canceled, all these,
Dave
all the
Matthews Band
sports
was
that have,
concert. was canceled.
Sports have been canceled, and now, what 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 is the future going to hold?
We don't know.
Who knows?
And like all these movies that had all these grand openings that were supposed to come out are all
Mm-hmm.
doing it on demand. They have no
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
All that money that went into those movies and shows, you know, and that come out on AMC or United Theaters or whatever they're called, and they're not there to open. So they're opening them at,
No.
like, I know that the Trolls movie came out on demand. Now, my kids don't care about it. Thankfully, like, they're on a different level. And my one daughter's like, thankfully, that looks stupid. I'm like, oh, good. Then I don't have to, that's $20 I don't have to spend to rent it. Thank you very much.
Is that
I
how much
like it.
they're charging to rent a movie night? Like
That's
what it
that
costs in
is
the theater?
that's for the house, and that's normally would be in the movies. If you think about how much you're spending to go to the movies, but you're also paying for the atmosphere,
Right.
but you're
Well, me
also
and my
paying for the whole
husband,
family to watch.
yeah, my husband and I would go to a movie like about once every 2 weeks when we would go to the theater. And one time he would pick it, and the next time I would pick the movie because he hates my kind of movies and I hate his kind of movies. So,
Same,
but I miss going to the
same.
theater. There's nothing like
Me,
going to the theater and
I
watching a movie.
we like I think the last movie I saw was Downhill. It was the worst movie. I swear to God. It was with Will Ferrell and Julia Louis Dreyfus, and it was about a marriage that just went south in front of your eyes. It was so uncomfortable to watch because I think we've all
Wow.
been there at one point or another in some kind of relationship, and you're like,
I bet you a
ooh,
lot of people are going through that
this
right
is
now.
so uncomfortable to watch.
Miss
Unfortunately,
Murder
yeah,
was saying that domestic violence has gone up like crazy
right outside my house,
in
my
her
neighbors just
country.
got divorced in front of my eyes. Like,
I
he
think you
found
told
out
me
she was
about them
cheating
like
on her.
you were saying you heard them
I
like
was just sitting in my room. And I hear something about condoms. I'm like, what? He's like, where the condom? Wait, that's right. You did it.
oh
Where?
my
Why? I'm
God.
like, who needs YouTube when you got this right out your window?
Really?
Like, what? And I went out to my neighbor because my neighbor knows everything that's going on. I said, are they getting a divorce? And she's like, how did you find out? I'm like, he screamed it out the door. So I think it's safe to say we all know. And
Jeez.
she's
That would
like,
be embarrassing.
oh, you heard that. I said, yeah, I did.
My
And I'm not
God.
laughing at them per se. I'm laughing at the
No.
awkwardness of it because I think, like I said, I think we've all been there one time, and to have
Well,
that,
what would you do though now, like during a pandemic, you're getting a divorce. Are you still living in the same house or,
yeah, you're going to have to. Where are you going to go?
until it's like over? So that would be
Right.
uncomfortable.
Oh, of course
That
it
would
would
be
be.
very uncomfortable.
Of course it would be. It'd be
Wow.
extremely uncomfortable. Who would want to
Really.
live in the house with somebody during a
On the
pandemic
most,
when you can't even, agree to say yes or
right.
no?
On the
It,
most part, my husband and I get along.
same. I mean,
We,
same.
but
My husband
like
can
in the
get grouchy.
weekend, like what he doesn't like is he doesn't like if I'm on YouTube and he's talking to me and I'm like I'm not hearing what he's
I
saying.
I I've
He's like
learned this early.
he's like you look like a deer in the headlights. Like you're looking at me but you're not hearing
But
what
you're
I'm
not
saying.
listening to a word I'm
No,
saying.
because I'm trying to listen to what's going on
Well, see, he's a
YouTube.
gamer, so he likes his games. So if I'm on YouTube, that gives him a whole reason to go and play games.
Right.
So, yeah. So if I'm off YouTube, then we're off YouTube. We're off all, media unless we're doing it together.
Well, my
And like for
husband's like,
instance, like the other night, Marissa went live, and it was like I'm not coming back, and I'm like, I can't even watch because I dedicated this time to my husband, and I couldn't pick YouTube over my husband. I just couldn't.
right. Yeah,
My
me
husband's
too.
got to come first.
Right. And that's what I said to him too. Like I'll say to him, like after dinner at night, I'll say, what do you want to do? You want to watch a movie, play a game, whatever, like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's up to him what he wants. But sometimes he's really tired from work and he just wants to go to bed. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, I have to respect that. Like,
Exactly. I'm the one who's always in bed first. I'm sound asleep
right.
before he comes to bed. It's very rare. And that's when, like, for instance, Sunday night. Sunday night, I went on Jenny Jen's with Vinny G and all them
Hmm.
and had the best time ever. But see,
Hmm.
Jason went to bed. He already went to
Right.
bed. So
Hmm.
I was like free and clear. So like I'd have to worry about being too quiet because I was in the living
Right.
room. I was enjoying myself.
Hmm.
I just went on people's panel and had fun this week. And that's all I
Yeah.
cared about. And I've enjoyed myself so much doing it.
I
And
think,
I have
yeah,
been such the panel whore. I will say I've been the
I
panel whore, but
know
it
you should
has
have won
been
that. You should
fun.
have won that.
It's
You should
been
have
fun.
won that.
I don't need to win it. I don't
Like
need
even
an
Miss
award.
Murder, she made me feel good last week when she said, she said I was feeling kind of down. She goes that your chat has gotten through,
She's not
the
lying.
the
She's not lying.
she's got me through the
It still
and
does.
that actually made me feel really,
It's
um
a time of the, like, even my kids know that I really appreciate that time I have in the morning with you and other people because they know that's the only normal other contact, unless I'm going to come on here and get on another panel with people, that
mhm,
I'm going to have with another adult besides my husband
right.
or my
And that's like
neighbors.
with me too. Like I'm not going out. I'm home alone. So in my morning, it's like socializing for me. I'm
It
seeing
is.
people,
I agree.
and having people on my panel is the greatest because then I'm actually talking to people. I'm not like just talking to because people don't think that it's hard to go on there and sit there and try and
Oh,
carry
yes, it
on
is.
a
It is.
live chat for 2 hours by yourself.
That's why I haven't gone live. I haven't gone live 'cause I'm like, what the hell do I have to talk about? Nothing. Corona, Corona, Corona.
Sandy says, Ginger Locks Mom, I just want to say congrats on a super good toilet paper find. I found a 12 pack last week and I was stoked.
Oh, how many do I have here, Sandy?
She has 18
I
rolls.
have 18 rolls that I bought.
My husband
Oh,
found 24 rolls and it was the thinnest. You could almost see through the toilet
yeah, this
paper,
is Charmin. This is
honestly.
good stuff.
Yeah, he actually went back to the store and there was like the other stuff. So I'm saving the real thin stuff for emergencies only.
Well, no, I'm glad because my mother-in-law brought us over like the 12 pack, two 12 packs. And as soon as
Hmm.
I did not expect to see toilet paper, nor a toilet paper thing that big. I'm like, so if I buy this and I have what I have at home, I don't need to worry for at least over a month now. So I'm like,
Right.
I don't care
Yeah.
now. They don't
I
have
think
toilet paper for
now
a
it's
month, I'm
pretty,
good.
I think pretty much now they're not letting people like,
No, that you can
hoard
only buy a
toilet
certain
paper.
amount. No, and
So
I
they're
don't.
like my husband said when you go into the store, they'll give you one pack and that's it. You don't
But
go
on it,
there
like
because
the store that I went into, literally, they had enough toilet paper where they didn't have to be like guarding it. They didn't have to.
right.
There
I think
was
that's like
ton.
such
I was dumbfounded, honestly, that I did not make a video in the middle of this the store was beyond my because I was so excited to find it. That's how
you
excited I
should have.
was.
You
Freaking
should have.
toilet paper, and the guy was standing beside me. I tried to, I got my mouth covered. He could only see, from here to here, and I'm jumping back and making a sound, and he looks at me. I'm like, who thought you'd ever get so excited about toilet paper?
Did you go out by yourself or did you go out with your husband?
No, I went out by myself today.
Didn't you promise your family you weren't going out?
Can I what?
Didn't you promise your family that you weren't?
I would, but when I have to feed my kids, I got to feed my kids.
Yeah, that's true.
You
My
know.
husband does that, all that. He does that.
So, my
I miss
mother-in-law's brought us
grabbing
some
my
stuff, but
kids.
we needed some extra stuff, and we didn't have it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
husband is an essential worker,
Yeah.
so I'm the one who's got. Because when he comes home, he's dead. He's
Yeah,
dead
I
tired.
know.
He goes down, he takes his clothes off, he washes his clothes, he takes a shower, and he's germ free. Now I'll go to the store, but they only let a certain amount of people in, and thankfully, not a ton of people go there shopping. Huh. So that,
You are
but
wearing a mask, by the way.
of course,
You are wearing a mask.
this was what I was wearing. This was it.
Okay.
Ready?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But do you put
Goes around your
filter
neck.
in there? Do you put filter in there?
I can't hear you.
Do you put a filter in there?
Oh no, there's no filter.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
no,
just
this is
texture.
just a scarf that goes over your mouth.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Well, Ginger Locks, Mom, it's been really fun. I gotta hop off really.
you do that, and
Start
yeah, because
making
we
dinner.
got dinner coming up as well, and my
Thank
husband's
you
going to be
so
home in
much for
10
having me
minutes.
up. Thank you so
Not
much.
not because I was doing much more of anything else, but thank you for coming up.
Oh, no problem. I didn't know if you wanted me to come up or you wanted someone
I'm
else to
glad
come up,
you
but I
came up.
thought
I
I'm
wanted
going to
anybody to
be
come.
at
And
the for
Sandy, thank
today.
you so much for coming in. Thanks everybody for coming in because this was just a small little thing I wanted to do just to let you know I'm still here and
You know
most
what?
likely I'll do this
Here's the thing
tomorrow.
with me. I love the smallest chit chat. I mean, the smallest strings because they're fun to
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
You
You know,
know.
this started off a little bit bigger, but it stayed kind of small. And I kind of enjoy those. You know, some people are like, oh, that's not what you want. Who says? I'm not in
Why?
it for the, you know, I will get monetized at some point. I could get monetized at this moment if I wanted to, but I'd have to clean everything out. But with that being said, it's not my main reason why I'm on here. That's why I'm not jumping at the bits to
No,
go get it.
I was never going to get monetized. Like that was not my goal. But the only reason I did was when I went,
Hey,
the whole,
if you're putting time into your channel and you're doing something with yourself that somebody finds money worthy to donate, who the hell is to say anything else?
yeah. But the only reason I actually started it to do it, and I'm going to keep it now, but just to
You
do it,
better keep it because I'll be pissed.
yeah, just to, I was going to do it to give Paul and Bailey all that money for her babies, but then that didn't work out. Um, so I thought, well, I'm going to keep it. And I think I've just made enough now that I might get a check one of these days. But
Exactly,
no,
and that's another thing. Like once you get monetized, it's not like, "Ooh, I'm gonna make all this money." It's like, okay,
no, it's you don't make money. It's not
no,
something that you're going to make money off of, like like a
yeah, it's not
paycheck
something you
or
can make a
anything.
living off of, unless
No,
you're
no,
like
no,
Jeffree
no.
Star.
But you know what? It's kind of nice to know. I watch him now, but
I've
it's
always
kind of
watched a
nice
little
to
bit of
get like
Jeffree Star.
I so appreciate it when someone gives me, anything, like even if it's like $1.99. It's like
I've never received
I just
anything, so I don't know what it's like because I never put my email, I never put my PayPal out there, and I never put anything out there for me to receive it. So that's on me. That's okay. That's cool.
well, I think I think all I have is the super chat, so I think I get it from YouTube. I don't even know how it works, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well,
I
YouTube
don't
takes
think I have
40% of it.
I don't
YouTube,
think I enabled advertisements or anything on my channel. I
I
think I
can't
just
hear I can't hear you.
I think I only enabled the super chat. I don't think I have advertisements or anything on there.
Oh, yeah, 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 because you got to clean up stuff. And like I said,
Yeah.
there's stuff on here that is definitely like the past, just real quick, the past couple of videos that I put up, the one who sings about being colorblind, and then the one before that who was the respiratory therapist. They're all my friends. They're all my close friends from home, from like growing up. I'm like, I'm taking this, I'm stealing this, I'm putting this on my YouTube. They're
You
like,
know
go
what I
ahead.
found though? You still get so many views, you still get money, but here's the thing. If you put music on your video, if you're getting any kind of revenue, you'll get a
Oh,
copyright infringement thing. Like before I could make a video and put music on it and I never got
right.
anything. Like they would just like credit whoever the artist was.
Hey, Cork.
Now if I do it, they give me a copyright infringement thing because they don't want any revenue going towards me that could be going towards whoever needs.
Oh, I know. We were on Loopy Lisa's one day, and I was just because we were making a joke. I'm like, you never heard the Jerky Boys? She's like, I never heard the Jerky Boys. I played one small thing from the Jerky Boys. Her whole revenue for that video had to go to the Jerky Boys. I'm like, who even know the Jerky Boys were still taking money?
Well, I've gotten two so far, and they told me either take it down or
Hold on one second.
just
I had it on. I had it on, but I turned it off. I didn't know
No,
why.
you turned it down. You didn't turn it off.
Oh, all right. Well, then I turned it down. Sorry, my husband just walked in.
Okay, I gotta go. Thank you so much
Okay.
for having me
Thanks
up.
for coming up,
I love you to
Carla.
death.
I
And
appreciate it.
okay, I'll see you
And
later.
Sandy, bye. Sandy, thanks for coming in. Cork, thanks for coming in. Ems, thanks everybody for coming in. We're just hanging out doing nothing today. And, I just dropped my little mask. Make sure you have your mask unless you're in a state that doesn't need one. But I'm in a state that you must wear one all the time. Um, Hope you're doing well, Cork. I'm so good to see you. I really miss our girl. I've been missing her on the internet waves. Totally missing her. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Got to get stuff ready for dinner and things like that. And I hope everybody. Hey, Elvis, how you doing? I knew that was you. I remembered. See? Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Staying well. Got out, got food shopping today. Got toilet paper, which you saw. I struck gold. I was like, no way. They had everything compared to like the couple times I've gone. They've had nothing. But I had said like we have like a little robot in the store. Even he has to wear a mask. I hope you're doing well and you're staying healthy, Elvis, too. But I'm rolling off.
Was she out?
No, she has not been, but we'll take her out.
You'll take her out.
Yes, I'll take her out. All right, gotta run. Thanks, everybody. Bye.